Hi, everybody. Welcome back. Sorry about the week we missed, but the girls were off fishing. Welcome back to Will and Wise.
The Dog Show Drive.
Hi, I'm Will Alexander.
And I'm Y.
You are Y. This week on the Dog Show Drive, we're going to talk about the new chairman of the Royal Kennel Club.
Yes.
None other than, we'll let it be a surprise.
Okay.
Make sure you listen.
Hang
and
on.
then we also... We had some interesting, not true, it was actually scary weather at the Monroe Kennel Club in Michigan. We're going to talk about what happened there. And then we have a new breed being recognized by the Royal Kennel Club, the Silken Windhound.
Yes.
And don't forget about the show spotlight. We've got a very exciting show spotlight this week. Very exciting. All that and more. Will and Wise.
The Dog Show Drive.
Waves in the sea. You show myself to me. You let me down easily. Oh, that's the way you come to me. I'm head over heels, and I'm always gonna be. That's okay. I love the way you come to me.
Hi, Y.
I will.
Let's see how this goes. We had a bit of a technical difficulty. I'm not sure what happened, but we're going to start again. And you people that are listening have no idea what we talked about earlier, so we'll have to start again because Doc's not going to place it together because I think if we do that, God knows how it'll end up. So we're not doing it. So
let's start again. It now will be a condensed version, though.
Let me set the timer again. So how was your week? Why? Oh, you went up to camp.
Yes,
you went fishing.
We went fishing. We're fishing, and I caught a lot of monsters. I caught big fishes.
Like
it was good.
Big fish. Like,
yep, 22, 24 inches.
Wow.
Yeah, we do. I catch them. I'm a really good fisherman.
Right, yeah?
Oh, yeah.
As good as John Glover?
I don't know. I never fished with John Glover. I bet you he'd be impressed, though.
Probably.
Because I hook my own minnows and I cast my own rod. I just don't
you just have your dad do it and you sit there on the beach?
No. The only thing I don't do, and it's only because Darren's in the boat, is I don't, like when I reel in my fish, he will like pick it up with the net and then he always takes it off the hook. I'm sure I could, but...
So he lets you off the hook.
Good one. That was a good one. Yeah. So, but I mean, I could. I should try and get Doc to put up a couple of my fish pics. Fish pictures.
Say fish pictures, okay?
Fish pictures? Why? It's harder than fish pics. Fish pics? What do you think I'm saying when I say fish pics?
Yeah, all right.
Laughing.
So then you went to a dog show. You were at Kenora.
Well, I was at the dog show first. Then I went to camp.
Yeah, first, and then camp.
Yes. So I went to Kenora, which is on Lake of the Woods, which is very beautiful. That's
it is.
You head west from Thunder Bay, and you're getting closer to the Manitoba border, because quite a few of the Manitoba people that live in the Winnipeg area, they drove back.
Manitobites? I don't know.
Manitobans.
I think
it's Tobins. Not Tobeans.
We'll get somebody correcting us. You know that.
Manitobites. I think it's Manitoban.
I was just kidding.
Yeah, okay.
From Manitoba.
Yes. Anyhow, a lot of them just drive back and forth because it's about a 2-hour drive, and it's that part of the highway is way better than my part to get there. So
and that sounds like 2 hours. That sounds like crazy. You know, when I was a handler, there was no way I was going back and forth for 2 hours. If the hotel was further than half an hour, I was freaking out. But now that I'm an owner handler, I have driven over 2 hours.
That's exactly it, right? Exactly it.
Yeah.
So, but it's a very well-run show. It's a small club. They don't have a lot of members. Darlene, and I can't say her last name because I just can't, but daughter, no, it's my issues,
Oh, hang on a second, I need some color. I'm actually plugging something in. I'm sorry.
All right. Darlene, George and Jerry Taylor's daughter. She is a club member. So
you can't say Taylor?
What? No. I'm telling you, when I see you in person, you're going to have a black eye.
You just said Taylor.
I know. Okay. Can I finish my story, please?
Yes.
Please. Can I finish my story? Anyhow, at the show, I renamed it the temperament test show because Friday, the fire alarms kept going off. And then they were trying to tell us it was because of the hairspray. But as I said, there's only 2 poodles in that building. It wasn't hairspray.
Yeah.
But it wasn't a fire.
It was never went off at Madison.
There was some sort of sensor there was some sort of sensor that was being tripped. So the fire alarm kept going off. So that was always exciting. And then the next day, the even worse thing happened was the sound system. I don't know if a maintenance guy hit the power to it or something, but then the sound system just started screeching, and it was terrible.
That's the worst, though. Yeah.
It was as if someone had a microphone and they were like in a back room just rubbing it on a wall. And then it would stop, and then it would start again, and then it would stop, and then it would start again. Oh. And it was just like that poor club members. It's like, it's something that, no one has control of that happening. And it just, and unfortunately things like that happen at a dog show, and there's no one to blame. You just have to deal with it. You just have to deal with it.
There's no sense getting angry or.
No.
What can you do? So.
If anything, I have an English setter, and if you want to talk about people who are sound sensitive, it's us. And I made Fanny. And that, the thing you do is just make like it's not a big deal. So, she was on the table, and I was
easy to say, but then when we see their eyes bulging out of their head and their ears are flickering.
They're back behind their head. They're about to take flight. So she survived it. It was fine. Walter, the legato, I always say that he's scared of gunfire, because it did sound like we were under attack, kind of. And he was in his crate, and you could just see his eyes kept getting bigger and bigger. And I said,
everybody down.
So, but like I said,
active shooter.
We think that's funny in Canada. In America, not so much. Anyway.
Yes.
Anyhow, it's a great show. That lovely club, beautiful facility. I don't know why I don't go to it more often, other than I'd have to drive there, but it's a really nice. I highly recommend it, and it's very picturesque. Like, it is just beautiful. So it's a great place to go. Yeah. So what'd you do?
I went to a show. What did I do last weekend? Did I go to a show last weekend?
Yeah. Well, you did didn't you go Saturday, Sunday, Monday? Or Saturday?
No. I judged the ABI show last Sunday. That's what it was, the Albany International show. Yes. And we'll get into that later, because that's going to tie into what we're going to talk about.
Yes.
But I went to this weekend I went to Kawartha Kennel Club 2 days, Saturday, Sunday, and then Pine Ridge on Monday, because I was busy on Friday and I wanted to do 3 days. So that's what I did.
Yes.
But it was fun. It's hard to adjust, because when we were showing dogs professionally, Kawartha was a good sized show, and everything's just gone down. That might be for another show again. But I've actually been. I think I told you earlier. Colin Beatty reached out to me. He does a show called Meet the Judges or something like that.
Yes.
And he's asked me to come on and talk about what's happening in the world of dog shows right now. About he's got not just me. There's a panel of us. I believe are a bunch of us, and he wants to talk about failing entries, what's happening, why the show is going down, and it's the same everywhere. And
we're not. We this is not a problem unique to just us. That's for sure.
No, it's a worldwide problem, and mostly it's an economy problem. I think economy and numbers. Not so much in Ireland. I don't think they have that many dog shows now. I could be wrong. I don't know. But I don't think you can go walk out your door in Dublin and go 2 hours left and 2 hours right and go to 2 different dog shows. I don't believe that's the case. Whereas when I lived in Milton, that was the case.
Yeah.
You know, so.
For sure. So if I seem distracted, it's because I have Wimbledon on over there and I'm watching Felix play. Felix Auger-Aliassime. And he's playing Novak Djokovic right now.
Is Kramer the ball boy?
That'd be at the U.S. Open. That's in about a month.
Oh, okay.
There's 2 months actually. It's very good.
We got a complaint this weekend from a listener about us giggling too much. And I told the listener that that's why we do the show, because we like to giggle and laugh. So.
And I know who it is too, because he's told me that as well.
Who?
Yeah. Mr. Whitney.
Yes, it was.
Mr. Whitney.
Mr. Whitney. He was all serious about it. He pulled me
aside. You
aside.
guys just laugh too much. We're sorry. We apologize, Mr. Whitney.
Well, some people just, that's how we react to certain situations.
Yeah.
It's our defense mechanism to laugh.
It's all just a big joke to us.
Big joke till someone loses an eye. But yeah, that was the weekend. There was that. But I want to quickly touch on this too before we start. I think it'll be a show for a later date. Yeah. But there was the question of the week on one of the magazines, I believe, Show Scene, and it just said, I don't have the exact wording, but it was should club members attend their own shows and show at their own shows
and participate. Yeah.
Right, and there was a lot of response to it. So I think we'll go through some of that at a later date.
Yes,
mark that down, Megan, because it is a problem. It's a perception problem. So it's and it doesn't help our numbers, our people that want to come to dog shows when they feel this way, when they feel like this is what's happening. And let's face it. 99.9% of the time, if it does happen and the dog does win, it's not because of wickedness, But it's hard. But it's a perception thing. So, but we'll get into that later on.
Yes, we will talk about that at a later date.
Yes.
And then we have another. We've lost another icon for us.
Yes.
Shirley Limoges passed away.
She passed away.
She was such a wonderful lady. So kind. So
she was a lady. Like she was definitely a lady. Like when you were in her presence, you felt like you were in a lady's presence. And she gave so much to our sport. She loved her pugs, but she loved all her toy dogs. She loved judging. She judged at Westminster multiple times.
Yeah, I think the last time she judged, didn't she do the herding group? Yeah.
But I think she judged a few other groups as well. Like she was a world-renowned judge that we had right here in our backyard. Shirley Limoges, and people just loved her. She was very close to Mr. Reynolds. Mm-hmm. They would travel to shows together quite a bit, the Whitneys were very close, so they would always go to Westminster together.
Yes.
It's a shame that this is what's been happening because, we have an aging membership and this is just life, how things move on, the evolution of our lives. But our thoughts go out to her family and friends and our sport is definitely going to miss the likes of Shirley Limoges. So.
For sure. Lovely lady.
Yeah.
So, other things that happened this weekend was that Monroe, Michigan show.
Yeah.
We're not laughing about it, but we are.
But it was horrible.
Wiped out by
some of the videos.
Wind. Yeah. Wind.
Did you see the video that Tracy Cartwright posted from the Kawartha site? Because they had a big storm one night too. I think during the Caucasian shows, and she posted it, and There was somebody's wheelchair, I think, was a wheelchair. A walker was caught in the storm, and it blew right across the field, and made me think of the movie The Changeling. I wish I was a good enough editor. I would have put me running and being chased by it. But it was going along. It was going along. It was clipping along at a good speed. I think it was Neil's walker. I think it was Neil's, but I'm not sure. So Diana's husband, Neil. So.
Jeez. No, but the Michigan, it was that was the Ann Arbor Kennel Club, and it was canceled for the weekend due to inclement weather. Tents were flattened. The power was lost for days because
they were hit. My God.
Becky Arch was there. My sister was there, and I said to her, "So what are you doing now? Are you just going to go home?" She said, "No, there was other shows." Somewhere they were entered, I guess, the circuit, because Ann Arbor, they weren't getting power back. I talked to her, I think, on Saturday, and they weren't getting power back until Monday afternoon. That's when they were told.
We should have got a video of on the scene with Becky Arch. Would have been like a Les Nessman.
Yeah.
That would have been great.
Hair blowing off. Yes. So, and then we have to remind folks about our exciting event. Look at the agenda.
Yes, the drive is going live. Yes, on July 30th at 7 p.m. So that's a Thursday at 7 p.m. We're going to be live, Facebook Live, on our Facebook page, the Dog Show Drive Facebook page. And you can ask us or turn us off or whatever you want to do.
So I know for a fact that's the AKC, the Alberta Kennel Club weekend. So everybody, if you're either setting up or you're done for the day, whatever, join us on the live.
Join us.
We'll be taking questions. We'll be discussing stuff. We'll be taking questions. Maybe we'll have some guest speakers. We're not sure. We still have to practice a lot.
We tried practicing last week, and we had a few lives go out. I'm sure people commented. I think Dougie McIntyre commented. We'll get it. We have Megan and Doc. They'll figure it out for us, and I think Megan's going to sit in while you and I do this, so we don't drive off. Yeah, because
she already confirmed that she could be in house while we do this.
Yeah. It's going to be a regular show. We're going to have a regular agenda, but we're also going to take questions. And
we'll take questions.
We'll call out who's listening as much as we can and whatnot, because I'm sure it's going to be like just flooded. So,
exactly.
Flooded. We might not be able to call out everybody's name, so Mom, don't call in too many times.
Right.
Get your seatbelt on, William. I'm not driving, Mom. It's a show.
It's just the name. Anyway, Ryder Rents Trucks. Okay, so that is. And then we also have the Royal Kennel Club announcement.
Oh yes.
They have a new club chair.
Friend of the show, Gavin Robertson. He is now the chairman of the board. Is that what they call it over there?
I don't know. The Royal Kennel Club
chair. Yeah, and Gavin, if you guys know Gavin was best show at Crufts. I don't know. I think it was probably like almost 10 years ago, probably. PBGB bitch, and was co-owned by a Canadian friend of the show, Wendy Doherty.
Yep.
And Gavin also co-bred and co-owned Peter Parker, the PBGB that I showed for Wendy and Sean Bennett and Nadine Bennett. And Gavin was part of that team. And so we got to know Captain Aluminium quite well. I ever tell you that story? I think I did.
Yes, well, I've heard it.
The viewers that story?
I don't think you've told the viewers. I've heard it, but go ahead with your story.
We're at the PBGV National. Gavin was there with us, and his wife Sarah, who's lovely, and I believe we're cousins because I think her family name is Alexander, so she always says cousin to me. But we were talking away about. And here in North America, we say aluminum, but in the King's English, they say aluminium.
Yeah.
And so we were arguing about that, and with Gavin, he said, no, it's aluminium. It's aluminium. And I said, oh, it's aluminum. I said, You got that wrong. I bet you if you ask your wife, Sarah, she'll tell you. So he's like, I'll ask Sarah. She'll tell you. So he asked Sarah, and she's like, Gavin, it's aluminum. Well, he was floored, right? He was like, how did this happen? So then he called somebody in England. Well, Sarah had already pre-warned them that this was going to happen. So she said, Gavin, it's aluminum. No, it's aluminium. So I call him Captain Aluminum now. But yeah.
Yes, that's a good one.
I'm sure he'll make a great sheriff. Poor Captain Aluminium. He's a great guy, though. He'll do a great job. He's been a member of Crufts for years now, and he's just a really, really good dog person with a lot of common sense. As much fun as we have, he is a very common sense guy. He'll drive that boat properly. So, congratulations, Gavin.
Congrats. Excellent. All right. Well, let's get our boat moving here too. And let's go across Canada. Brought to you by Canadian. What?
No, I said we don't drive a boat. We have a van. We're going to dog shows.
Well, maybe you had to cross the pond to go to the dog show. Anyway.
All right, carry on.
Across Canada, brought to you by Canadian Dog Fancier, showcasing Canada's top dogs. So we had several shows this past weekend. We had the Bob Cajun Kennel Club, and that was July 1st and 2nd in Norwood, Ontario. And they had 2 shows with a total of 189 and down slightly from the previous year of 205. And then there was the Kawartha Kennel Club on the 3rd, 4th, and 5th, also in Norwood. And they had 3 shows for a total of 305. And they were down a bit from the year before at 362. And then out west in Vernon and District Kennel Club in Armstrong, BC, July 2nd through to the 5th, they had 4 shows for a total of 989 dogs. And they were up from the previous year. They were up. 800 for 860.
And you notice, if you look at the rest of the shows that week, there was not another one in BC.
Yes.
And just then, a little hint, everybody.
Little hint.
And then direction.
Moving back westward or eastward, then we'll go to the Lakeland Kennel and Obedience Club in Cold Lake, Alberta, July 5th, 3rd through the 5th. And they had 6 shows for a total of 956 dogs for a total number of 8, and that was up from the previous year of 821. How about that? Did you see the
Portage Kennel Club, or was I talking over you?
I was trying to go sequentially across
west
to
east. Look at you.
I tried.
This land is our land. This land is your land.
Okay. And then Portage Kennel Club, the 3rd, 4th, and 5th in Portage La Prairie, Manitoba. They had a total of 4 shows for 547 dogs, and they were up slightly from the previous year of 500.
Well.
Yep, 524 dogs. How about them apples? And then we had the Chateauguay Valley Kennel Club in Saint Antoine Abbey, Quebec. They had 4 shows, and they were down slightly. They had a total of 547 dogs, because I went and did the math, because you didn't have
keep
the
talking. I'm checking something, so
and
keep talking.
Then, which, like I said, was down slightly from the previous year of 596 dogs. And then we have the Charlotte County Kennel Club, July 4th and 5th in Dufferin Parish, New Brunswick. And they had 4 shows for a total of 452 dogs, which was also up from the previous year of 430 dogs. And then finally, we had the Pine Ridge Kennel Club, which was the last 2 days. And they have the total numbers for today, approximately, I added them together. So approximately for the 2 shows, they had 136 dogs total. And last year they were at 153. So they were down as well. And that is an Ontario show also. And I thought that was held at Norwood as well, right, Will?
Yeah, and I wanted to I just Googled it because Saint Antoine, where the Chateauguay Kennel Club is 4 hours and 20 minutes from here, which is, I'm not far from Norwood at all where I am. So they have 2 shows within 5 hours of each other here. And they were both down.
Yeah.
Just
putting that out there, just let people know.
And Shadowgate has always been against Peterborough. It's always been against Peterborough Dog Show, and we always had to make a decision which way to go. But that was back when Peterborough was just 3 days, and Peterborough always did just fine. It was actually usually bigger than Shadowgate, and Shadowgate was the smaller of the 2 shows, which I just said. I'm repeating myself. But I think the sheer fact that there were only 3 shows back then and not 9 in the same spot is what scared people away. Not scared them away, but it makes them think about their pocketbook.
Oh, for sure. For sure. 9 shows is a lot of shows to enter.
A lot of shows. Right now, just the entries, 9 times 35 is a lot of money. And then you've got hotels, and then you've got food, and then you've got gas. It's a costly venture. I'd be really interested to see what would happen if they went to a format, even if they wanted to stay clustered together, if they went to a format of Bobcaygeon and Kawartha and Pine Ridge all having 1 day on the weekend, and they could change each year, so each club gets a Saturday. But I would be interested to see what the entry would happen. What would happen to the entry if it would go up, and hence we'd get more dogs. So just be interested to see.
It would be
interesting
for sure. All right, so. With that being said, let's do some reminders for closings. So we have the Campbell River Dog Fancier Society closing on Wednesday, July 15th at 11 p.m. And the show secretary is Lisa Tremblay. Then we also have the Edmonton Kennel Club closing on Tuesday, July 14th at 9 p.m. And the show secretary for that is Kathy Cinnamon. And then we have the Muskoka District Kennel Club closing Monday, July 13th at 8 p.m. or when their limit is reached. And that is an MJN show service. And finally, Société Canine de Quebec. And that closes on Wednesday, July 15th at 9 p.m. And the show secretary is Pascal Pontoise. And that is the reminders for closing, and that's been brought to you by Canadian Dog Fancier, showcasing Canada's top dogs.
Top dogs.
Dun, dun, dun. Now, our show spotlight brought to you by Show Scene Magazine, the place
to be seen.
So
these pretzels are making me thirsty.
So our Canadian show is right here in the heart of Thunder Bay, the North Shore Dog Club. Come check out the beautiful Lake Superior beaches. This
Maybe
is
you
just
should have recorded this. Put some music behind
show.
you.
Exactly. Hold on.
No, don't do it.
It's going to be wonderful. So this show is held at Chippewa Park in beautiful Thunder Bay, Ontario. And it's August 7th through to the 9th. And this year we are hosting the Australian Shepherd Club of Canada National Specialty. That club has a host of events going on. They have herding trials. They have, they have lots of stuff, lots and lots of stuff to do. Really, lots of things going on. We also have an OFA eye clinic that's happening.
You have cash prizes. You missed that part.
I'm getting to that. I was leading up to it. You're wrecking it for me.
All right.
Okay. So, so we have an OFA eye clinic as well. Also, the Aussie clubs are holding rally and obedience trials. And we have veterans, junior handling. We have a very large puppy sweepstakes, 4 to 18 months old puppy sweepstakes. And best of all, cash. We have cash prizes. Lots of cash prizes. Cash prizes every day. We have cash prizes. So
I remember when Bob Whitney used to advertise with Trillium. Yeah, you have a chance to win $1 million because he gave out lottery tickets for prizes. Come to Trillium, have a chance to win $1 million.
So, but you do have a chance to win over $1,000 because this year the club has joined George Jeffrey's Children's Foundation, which is a local
Children's Foundation.
Yes, it's a nonprofit, and it supports children in need, like if they need auditory, physical therapy, that kind of stuff. And it's a very large children's center, and we service most of northwestern Ontario. And this year we are selling 50-50 tickets. So our goal is to raise $1,250, so a total of $2,500 because it's a 50-50 draw. And that's what we're going to try and do this year. You can also donate online with your entries. Because it is the 65th anniversary of the George Jeffrey Children's Center. So all donations are very appreciated, and we would like to thank everyone in advance for their support. So who's coming to judge at this show? Well, let me tell you. We have some fantastic judges. We have Penny Lewis from Saskatchewan, Sean Nichols, well, he's from BC now, Sandra Orford from Manitoba, Wendy Paquette will be joining us as well, Paul Stanton from Sweden will be coming, and the one, the only, my brother, Raymond Urich. Raymond, yes. My club saving money on hotels.
Raymond Urich.
Raymond, feature dancer, exactly. But we also have a lot of great other things. So we have a setup barbecue Thursday night. So once you get settled, and there's lots of spaces. I know that our prepaid grooming is already sold out, but there's lots of space on the field. You do not need to worry about not having room. So there's lots of space on the field. Generators are allowed, et cetera, et cetera. And on Sunday, it's dress down Sunday, but you're supposed to wear.
That sounds frightening. Okay.
It's Blue Jay Sunday. So if you have any kind of.
Why didn't you call it Blue Jay Sunday then instead of dress down Sunday?
I don't know, because that's what they put in the premium list. Blue Jays Day is Sunday. Wear your favorite Blue Jays apparel, or just wear casual blue clothing.
Or just a baseball cap, and that's all.
No, you want more than a baseball cap.
I'm telling you, some people take these things literally. They're going to read that.
I know. So just to let you know, the eye clinic information, you can get that all online. You can pre-register for all of that. And the entries close, I believe, July.
You might need that after dress down Sunday.
Yes. July 22nd at midnight, and the show secretary is none other than Chris Brown, Megan's mom. So... Yes, that's Chris Brown. Yes, friend of the show. So that is our Canadian show. It is the North Shore Dog Club with cash prizes, folks. Cash prizes.
Cash prizes. Bring it. Nobody. Remember that commercial?
Yes. Isn't that Merv?
It was the gold guy in downtown Toronto. Nobody.
Yeah, the furniture guy.
Was he a furniture? I thought he was I thought he was a.
No, he's furniture. Merv,
he was a jewelry guy.
Wasn't he? Oh no, that was the gold. That was a different. Yeah, it's close, but it's not the same guy. I don't think so. Right. I don't know. We could be wrong. We'll have to look that up. Megan, look that up.
Megan, I think you're right now. I think it was the old mayor. What was his name? I forget
Mervish. Ed Mervish.
I don't think it was Ed Mervish.
Okay, well, then I don't know. Who's winning, Megan? Carolyn.
Canada.
Is he up? Okay. They're still tied though, aren't they?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. But this is the fourth set. Oh, this is kind of exciting. Anyway, now on to our U.S. show. And I swear Megan picks these names just to kill me. It's the Adirondack Circuit, and entries close Wednesday, July 22nd.
What name were you worried about?
Adirondack, because it's like I can say it a million different ways, and you both know it. I
think Ty submitted this one.
Yeah, Ty enjoys that. So
stop looking at your TV.
I'm trying not to. Well, it'd be nice if you did this and then I could watch my TV.
Who would watch the TV then?
It's August 5th through the 9th, and it's the Saratoga Kennel Club, Glen Falls Kennel Club, Mohawk Valley Kennel Club, and Southern Adirondack Dog Club. Yeah, and this is held in Boston Spa.
El Delago.
Boston Spa, New York, at the Saratoga County Fairgrounds. Come early and enjoy beautiful Saratoga Springs. Camping available starting on Monday, so you can go and make it a whole little woo-hoo. So they have a lot of other things going on too. They have an afternoon with the professionals, a handling clinic open to all with a special invitation to new and novice handlers. And that'll be held on Saturday, August the 8th. It'll be moderated by the AKC Register Handler Program Coordinators. So whoever may be there will be doing that. Other activities, Wednesday and Thursday, they have AKC Fetch. What is that?
I don't know.
We should look that up. Thursday, they have an AKC Sanction B match with junior showmanship. The match will start at 5 p.m. and entries and everything could be downloaded and sent in ahead of time or on their website. Friday, there's a Wicked and Scale demo by the AKC field representative. And see the show super for more information on that. And AKC temperament testing or temperament test on Friday. And Saturday, the Cavalier King Charles Spaniel Club of Northeastern New York will be having a silent auction. And they have 50-50 raffles. You do not have to be present to win. Ooh, that's exciting. And then finally, we have K9 Good Citizen testing also. And that will be happening. And as always, the Owner Handler Series is offered at this show. And they have an AKC sanctioned 4 and under 6 month puppy competition. And Felix is winning.
How many judges we have here? The judges of the show are Miss Kathy Brown from Massachusetts, Miss Joanne Bueller from Florida, Michael Canalizo from Florida, James Covey from Balsam Lake, New York, Kevin Flynn and Linda Flynn from Situate, Massachusetts, Mr. Duff M. Harris from Fountain Valley, California, Carolyn Herbal from Putnam, Oklahoma, John V. Iola from Early, New York. There's a bunch of them.
There is.
Is there any Canadians on the panel?
Yes, our friend of the show, Mr. Jean Tremblay from Stony Point, Ontario.
Why come I don't find his name there?
Third from the bottom.
Oh, there he is, Mr. Jean Tremblay.
Jean Tremblay. Yep. Desi Murphy's also at that show.
Yeah.
Yep. So there you go.
Wow.
Good panel of judges. A lot of judges. They also have 4 miscellaneous and FSS. I did that right. FSS breed open show. Each club has an open show for each day.
Do we want to remind the people what FSS means?
Foundation Stock Service.
Isn't it service stock?
No, it's stock service. Anyway, closes on July 22nd, and this is an MBF show. So those were your show spotlights brought to you by Show Scene Magazine, the place to be seen. Ta-da!
Yep. How about them apples?
Yeah.
And I gave you a break so you could look over to see what Felix was doing.
Yeah, and he is winning.
He's winning. Good for him.
Well, he's now. I have to. I asked Carolyn, but she didn't give me I like the line score, right? I need to know the line score.
Of course you do.
Because, I'm so
this
exhausted.
Week's topic is brought to you. I know you're exhausted from watching so much sports. And bring in those 22-pound fish.
The beginning of July is very sport heavy. Because not only do we have Wimbledon, but we have the Calgary Stampede, which I watch every night religiously. And then this World Cup is still going on. And I have baseball to watch, even though the Blue Jays sometimes are very frustrating. And then, football. And I'm exhausted.
I have yet to watch the game this year in football. I haven't watched the CFL game yet. I usually try to follow along, but I haven't been able to. Well, this week's topic, sponsored by Leading Edge Dog Show Academy. Your success is our success. The Royal Kennel Club has recognized the Silken Windhound as a breed this past week. So the Silken Windhound will become recognized by the Royal Kennel Club with effect from October 1st, 26. The breed will be classified in the Hound Group on the Imported Breed Register until such time as the Royal Kennel Club interim breed standard has been published. The Silken Windhound is not eligible to compete at Royal Kennel Club licensed breed shows yet. The Silken Windhound is a modern sighthound developed in the United States in the 1980s, created to combine elegance, athleticism, and a gentle temperament. The first recorded litter was born in 1985. The breed has since become established internationally and is recognized for its versatility, sociable nature, and suitability as both a performance dog and a companion. Nice. I've judged quite a few, because I've judged UKC shows. And at the ABI show that I was at last week, I think I judged like 7 of them.
Really?
And they are a wonderful breed. They really are a wonderful breed. And there's some beautiful specimens up here in Canada. They've done a good job breeding them up here. When I judged them at the UKC show in Kalamazoo, I want to say I had like 15 of them, maybe more, I can't remember. But exceptional breeds. It's a wonderful breed. Friend of the show, Stuart McGraw from California. They are Borzoi breeders, and I guess Justine went to one of the shows, Silken Windhound show, and fell in love. And I think she brought some home with her.
Yes,
and now both Stuart and Justine are in love with the breed.
Yes.
And it's easy to fall in love. I've watched them and I've seen a few of them, and they are a lovely breed. There's a puppy bitch that was shown to me on the weekend a few weeks ago. She was just lovely. She really was. You could tell how sweet she was. She had those beautiful, pretty lines that all sighthounds have. It was fun to just judge them. It was really fun to judge them.
Nice.
The Royal Kennel Club will recognize 228 breeds of pedigree dogs for October 1st, 26, following the recognition of the Yucatan Laika and the miniature American Shepherd in July 26. The Silken Windhound history this is from the International Silken Windhound Society website. Do you want to take this over?
I will do this.
All right.
Because they're in the start. They started their 5th set, so... A brief
Don't forget
history.
I did that for you.
Thank you. A brief history of the Silken Windhound. After considering options since 1975, a Borzoi breeder, Francie Stull, determined that a smaller hound with wonderful temperament, long coat, all-around good health, and the poise and sporting abilities of the larger sighthounds would be an ideal second breed for her kennel. In the early 1980s, the advertisement appeared in the Sighthound magazine for a Borzoi litter. Included was the famous Borzoi bitch, American English champion, Stillwater Virginia Reel. This beautiful bitch caught the eye of Crystal Kennel, and the purchase of a pick puppy from her next litter was negotiated. When bred to Stillwater White Lightning, American English champion Stillwater Virginia Reel produced a blue brindle puppy, Stillwater Crystal Peacock. Peacock had the structure, personality, and coat that formed the basis for the Silken Windhound, where she was bred to Windsprite Autumnal Xenon. With more than 200 champion Borzoi in the record books, Crystal's Silken Windhound Foundation stock combined dogs from some of the best show and coursing Borzoi lines, a multi-generational line of small whippet-based lurchers, and whippets from both show and coursing lines. The result of the breeding program was a magnificent little sighthound designed to fill a gap in the lineup of sighthound breeds, a medium-sized, elegant hound at home, both in the show ring and in the field. About 18 to 24 inches at the shoulder, with an easy care, long, silken coat in all sighthound colors and color combinations, and a steady, affectionate, and confident personality. Silken Windhounds arrived as a breed with the D litter whelped in 1985. In 1998, the name Silken Windhound was officially adopted and the Yahoo Windhounds list was formed. The International Silken Windhound Society, chartered in 1999, maintains all pedigrees and DNA-verified registrations for the breed. Silken Windhounds are now found throughout the United States as well as Austria, Commonwealth of the Bahamas, Canada, Finland, Germany, Italy, Mexico, Japan, Slovenia, Sweden, Switzerland, the Netherlands, New Zealand, Norway, United Arab Emirates, United Kingdom, and Union of South Africa. Efforts are being made to introduce the Silken Windhound to Australia as well. How about that? So this is just the timeline through that bit of history. This is condensed. So in 1982 to 85, Francie Still begins developing a new breed after researching lurchers. Borzois and Whippets are selectively incorporated. The first Silken Windhound litter, Crystal D litter, was born in 1985. In 87, first Silken Windhound leaves the Crystal Ranch. In 1998 to 2000, breed name Silken Windhound is officially adopted. Early exports to Europe begin. The International Silken Windhound Society is formed in 1999, along with the official breed standard and website. Studbook is closed, and DNA parentage testing begins in 2000. In 2001 to 2004, the breed spreads across Europe, in Sweden, Finland, Germany, Slovenia, UK, Netherlands, South Africa. First European litters are born. Participation begins in health and genetic studies, UC Davis. Early recognition by several kennel clubs begin, though not full recognition, often not full recognition. Performance sports expand, racing, lure, coursing, specialty shows. First championships awarded, UKC recognition begins. International exports continue to Japan, the UAE, and Italy, etc. In 2007 to 2009, the first Canadian, New Zealand, and additional European litters. Racing and performance programs expand, oval racing, lure coursing. The International Silken Windhound Society celebrates its 10th anniversary. Breed gains increasing international presence and competitive titles. 210 to 213, eligibility expands for ASFA, NOFCA, LGRA, and other performance venues. UKC recognition strengthens. First titles in nosework, flyball, and racing championships are achieved. In 2014, full acceptance into the ASFA is confirmed. What is the ASFA?
I'm not sure. Is a Sighthound Federation Association?
I think so. Yeah, it must be, maybe. Further international expansion into Scandinavia, Eastern Europe, and Western Europe, Denmark, Norway, Poland, Romania, and Belgium. And from 22 to 2025, the formal recognition grows rapidly across FCI member kennel clubs, Switzerland, Germany, the Netherlands. The breed continues expanding exhibition eligibility internationally, with Finland set for national recognition in 2026. So that is everything you need to know about the Silken Windhound.
Silken Windhound, yeah. And they are, if you've never met one, they are a wonderful breed. They really are. I can't say enough nice things about them. Sean from Oxford Dog Sports, Sean Kent, he's had a few over the years with him and Francois, and they are a wonderful breed. I've got to know them quite well. And like I said, I've judged them in UKC events and at the ABI shows up here in Canada.
Yeah.
And the world's going to love this Silken Windhound if the Silken Windhound people allow it to happen, because they love their breed and keeping it to themselves, so they worry about being overexposed like other breeds.
Yes,
but
for sure.
It certainly is a wonderful breed. It really is.
Yeah. Excellent.
Well, that was the topic of the week, the new breed, the Silken Windhound.
Yes.
Sponsored by Leading Edge Dog Show Academy.
Where your success is our success.
That's right. And that brings us to, we need music for this, I think.
I think so.
So, Doc, we need music for the Kennel and Bench. If you look into it, brings us to Kennel and Bench, brought to you by
Pro Plan, Fuel for Life.
Right.
And so this Kennel and Bench is from August of 1939. And I have to laugh.
By Mrs. Whitmore. I'm going to say her name every episode.
Every episode. This is there's some advertisings, and this one is tattoos for dogs. We can supply special size tattoos suitable for any breed of dogs. Quickly and easily done. Marks will provide identity, alive or dead. I'm not sure what that means, but okay. The complete price is only $6.50.
This one's name is Mom. I'm just kidding.
And it's the special price to members of the Canadian Kennel Club, $5.50. You get a whole $1 off if you're a CKC member. And it is by Ketchum Manufacturing Company. Now, do you remember?
Ottawa, Canada.
I remember anybody who bred dogs, and this is like back in the day, you had to identify your puppies one of two ways. Either you did nose printing, which wasn't as easy and it was harder to identify, or you had to tattoo. You had to tattoo your puppies. So
and you had to tattoo pen yourself.
That was later on.
Yeah.
Because the way I grew up, it was the clamp.
Oh.
And do you remember that?
Yeah, I do. That ink. But yeah, I remember.
Yeah, you had. So it was
messy. It was a messy process.
It was. So there was a bar. Like it looked like basically it looked like pliers, but it had a long bar, and then you would put every year the CKC had a letter identifying the year, and then as a breeder you were given, I believe it was 3 letters for your tattoo numbers. So you would have your 3 letters and then puppy number 1 and then the year, the CKC year. And so they would go into this clamp, and then there was ink. And if you had dogs with down ears, you usually did it in their ear. So that you'd flip over their ear, you'd put the ink in the ear, and then you would clamp.
It was a messy process.
Then you would clamp your puppy's ear, and it would poke, like these were pokey things. They'd poke the ear and the ink would go in, and then you would have a tattoo. And then the puppy would scream, and then you'd take the clamp off and you'd rub more ink in it, and then you'd let them go, and they all sit in a corner being sad for about 10 minutes. Yes. And then it got to the fact that where we used to have pens, and you could write in your dog's ear the letters and everything like that. But I remember the Ketchum Manufacturing. I remember the kit. It was like a turquoisey box. It was, and that's what the kit.
I can see it now, and I can see the green ink everywhere. It was gross.
Yeah, the green ink everywhere. And we had Great Pyrenees, so that green ink was everywhere.
Yeah.
on the wait for. So
you're better off letting Ketchum Manufacturing do it for you for $5.50.
And then the other advertisement Megan has pulled out here is the Ottawa Exhibition Dog Show under the Canadian Kennel Club rules, and it's full classification for all breeds. And the judge is Mr. W.H. Pym from Vancouver, BC, judge of all breeds. And it's the finest and most modernly equipped dog show building in Canada. Every convenience, experienced handlers, special attention given to out-of-town dogs. That's what we should be putting in our premium list now.
You should just put that.
Yeah.
Just use that ad. Just change some of the names.
Yeah. So the show dates.
Instead of Mr. W.H. Pym, you could say Mr. Raymond Urich.
Urich, exactly. So the show dates are August 23rd, 24th, and 25th, which is held during the exhibition dates of August 21st to the 26th. So, and at the exhibition, there's the United States Navy Band, the World's Fair Review, spectacular vaudeville, 5 days of horse racing, dancing nightly to pulsating rhythms of Mitchell Ayers Orchestra.
Pulsating rhythms.
Pulsating rhythms. Management Music Corporation of America. There's a horse show, World's Smartest Midway. Government, industrial, and merchants displays as well. So the dog show's entries would close on the 12th, and it's at the Central Canada Exhibition Association. right for the prize list and folders, etc.
It might be a bit late, so I wouldn't bother right before.
Yeah. So Stanley Higman was the president and H.H. McElroy was the manager and secretary. Yeah. So that is your Kennel and Bench, which was brought to you by
Don't you wish you had one of those, like the car from the Back to the Future, and go and check out these dog
shows? Yes, go see how it was all ran. Yeah. That'd have been fun. Fun.
You and Marty McFly on the way to the Ottawa Exhibition Dog Show.
Exactly. So that was brought to you by...
We already have our own dog.
Fuel for Life. Yes.
All right. Well, that brings to an end another fun-filled episode of Will and Wise Dog Show Drive.
Right. Hopefully we didn't giggle too much, Mr. Whitney.
Sorry, Mr. Whitney. And we'll try to be a little more serious next time. Why so serious, son? Why so serious?
Don't forget to click, like, and subscribe to the podcast on YouTube, Spotify, Audible, CastBox, and anywhere you get your podcast. Check out our Facebook page, The Dog Show Drive, Canadian Edition. Email us your ideas, comments, and more at dogshowdrive@gmail.com. Don't forget that we're having a live show July 30th. Right? That was the date.
7 p.m.
7 p.m., July 30th.
Same bad channel, same bad time.
And it's on a Thursday, folks. It's on a Thursday.
Which we're all supposed to be driving to a dog show.
Or already there. Or you already got there. And that's it.
It'll be on our Facebook page, the Dog Show Drive Facebook page. So if you want to tune in, come on in.
Because you never know what will happen. It'll be live, folks. It'll be live.
We're hoping, our fingers crossed, hopefully Megan and Doc can work it out for us.
Yes.
If not, it'll just be you and I.
Yep. Talking away. Just talking away. Vote nothing. As usual.
Yeah.
So.
All right. Take us away, Yvonne.
All right. For everyone driving to a dog show this weekend, seatbelts on, glasses on. Until next week, guys. Bye.
Bye, guys. Be safe.